What is going on, guys? This is Aelaech, and in this video I'm going to be going over how to craft gear, because gear is a very important part of the game. Basically, the better gear you have, the easier it is really to crush people. Make sure to have this 333 if you can, because it will reduce your gold, increase your chance of getting epic gear, and also reduces reforging. You really only want to be crafting left side pieces. Even if your right side is pretty weak, if your left side is very strong, it still works out for you. Plus, left side gear is a lot cheaper than right side gear. Weapons and chests should really be like the first couple stuff you should go for, unless you feel like your helmets are pretty weak. In terms of set, really go for like stuff you need. Like looking at my swords, I don't really have that much wyvern swords, so I'm probably gonna craft swords right now. So let's go with the first 10x. Alright, so looking here, blues I normally use as fodder, or you could extract them. Purples I also only really use for fodder or extract them. Epic pieces, like see, these don't really have 3 synergizing stats, which is really what you want. So I'm just gonna sell this. The purple piece has speed on it. Like my rule of thumb is 3 speed, just roll it for speed. 2 speed on a speed set on a purple piece, I'll also roll that just in case. On epic pieces, if it's got any amount of speed except really for 1 speed, I'd still roll it for speed. You know, speed dreams are a thing. This one, like, it does have 3 synergizing stats, so I might keep this around. It doesn't have any speed, sadly, but then it has effectiveness, which is kind of a waste, because really effectiveness is only used for debuffers, and then same thing with kind of effect resistance. They really only help when there's a lot of it. And then this has a good amount of speed as well, and then if there's like speed E-res, I could always mod crit chance to HP %, so I'll keep that around as well. So I'll lock these two. So let's just keep going. Okay, so this one has 4 speed, so I'll lock this one. So these two both have 2 speed. This has 4, and then this also has 4. So I'll test all of these out for speed dreams. That's why I really use a lot of my purples and blues as fodder, because I'm enhancing a lot of gear. So no epic, sadly, just this one. It looks like, yeah, everything else is pretty trash. Oh wait, oops, almost skipped over this one. Yeah, so purples, if you're starting out, you could probably enhance a couple of them. I wouldn't enhance too much though. I'd only really look if they have good substats. Like I wouldn't really go for like any of these here, because they don't have 3 synergizing substats. Like if this flat HP was HP % and this effectiveness was speed, maybe you could enhance it, but those stats don't really work together. Like effectiveness and E-res on the same piece kind of kills it. Go one more and start enhancing, because I'm gonna run out of gold soon. Now let's see. Alright, so this has speed, this has speed, this also has speed, so I'll lock all of those. Well, the problem is it's crit set and it's got double HP. Alright, I'll take it for now, but if it ever rolls into like HP or like low rolls, I'll probably just fodder it. Alright, I'm gonna sell some penguins first. After selling all my penguins, I've got a little bit more gold. We're also on max inventory, so let me just sort this by acquisition. So I just go down the line, to be honest, on when I'm in sorting gear. So this is gonna be a speed dream, so if it doesn't roll into speed, it's kind of a dead piece. And I normally just go one at a time in case we get that enhanced one. Alright, so this didn't roll at speed, so it's already garbage. And then I can just use it as fodder later on. So I like the way I run out, like I enhance stuff. So I'll like put 3 pieces of fodder in first. So preferably we would want this to roll speed. It did not, however, since it is an epic piece, normally I do go to +6. Alright, so no speed, so this is a dead piece. On to the next piece. Now this is a pretty good sword, to be honest. It's got crit chance, crit damage, speed. Shame that effectiveness not attack %, or it'd be perfect. Now, let's see. Alright, so another important skill when rolling gear is counting the rolls. Each substat has a chance to like roll from a minimum to a maximum percent. For example, crit damage, it can roll a minimum of 4% and have a maximum of 7%. So since we started off with 7 crit damage and it went to 14 at +3, it rolled a max crit damage roll, which is very nice. Now crit chance is also can roll a minimum of 3 to 5%, so this is also a max crit chance. Speed can be 1 to 5, but 1 and 5 are extremely low. 4 is also a pretty low chance of rolling, so you'll often see 3 or 2, mostly 3 though. And then effectiveness, attack, and like pretty much all the other substats roll a minimum of 4 to 8%, so this is like a high mid roll because it rolls 6%. Let's hold on to this for now. Let's test out another sword. We're gonna skip over that crit sword for now. Try and get these speed dreams first. Alright, so that rolled 2 speed, which is pretty low. However, since it did roll speed, we do want to go again. However, I'm looking for a sword that I can fodder in to the other ones. Yeah, getting good gear is all about patience, really. Okay, that rolled 3 speeds, which so we're at least getting there. That's fodder. Let's see. Alright, 2 speed. Now the only reason I rolled for 2 speed, if it wasn't speed set, I wouldn't go for it because it can still +9. If it rolls like really high into speed, it can still be pretty good. So it's good that I'm getting all these like speed on the first roll. Well, the problem is I can't just immediately use it as fodder. Alright, so that rolled a 4 speed, which is pretty good. Still looking for a piece of fodder to use though. Alright, so since that didn't roll speed, I'm going to fodder it for now. But really, at the beginning level, roll purple gear if you need it. I'm really at the point where I can't really use purple gear because it just doesn't have the same amount of stats as red gear. Oh, okay, so that's very nice. Max crit damage again. So this is looking like a pretty decent piece already. Yeah, I guess I should probably start using my charms too, because it is cheaper than just using straight gear. Alright, that hurts. I think I'll bring it to +12, and then as long as it doesn't roll like effectiveness again, it could still be savable. But I think like other like higher geared players, like people with a lot more gear than I do, would probably say this is trash, to be honest, because it rolled into effectiveness. Okay, 4 speed. Let's bring this to +15. Maybe as long as it doesn't roll into effectiveness again, it could still be a pretty solid like damage sword. I think I'm either looking for crit chance or crit damage at this point, or more speed is pretty good. So this is actually not that bad of a sword. Do I have attack percent? No, I guess I have this. If I modded this, so it's 8%. So yeah. Alright, so it's not bad of a DPS sword actually. Max crit damage, which is very nice, and a decent amount of speed. Shame that effectiveness roll, but what can I do? So on to the next pieces of gear. Let's go with this. So basically what I do, when I just like craft until I reach max inventory, and then I just start going down the line, just slowly using up all the fodder. Okay, so it looks like I'm gonna run out of swords in a bit to enhance, but that's fine. Let's go with this. Yeah, the sword. Just going down the line. Speed. No speed, which is a shame. So let's enhance this boot that I converted recently. So sadly, these are both mineral, which is very, very bad, because if it rolls 4% and like either of these, it pretty much just lost a roll. But I guess like that is a good thing about epic gear, was that like, even if it loses a roll, it could still be a decent purple piece. Let's hope. I'm hoping right now like either max rolls into one of these stats or a high HP percent roll. I do not want flat defense because I'm right now lacking on Soul Weaver boots. Alright, mid roll only 6%. Alright, I guess. It's so kind of bad though. I also have a lot of charms, so I might as well just use them up and use like spare fodder. Oh my god, mid roll in the HP percent, which is pretty bad. Alright, let's hope it saves itself at +9. We need a max roll to save this one. Alright, okay, yeah, so max HP, that's pretty good. So maybe it's not looking. Alright, so I'm okay, so probably shouldn't like +15, but I am pretty short on Soul Weaver pieces anyways. So I'm gonna take this to the next level. Hopefully, I feel it's gonna roll 5 defense here. I hope not, but now it's missing a roll. Because this, like, if this was max defense and then roll defense again at max, this could have been 16%, but since this is 15%, it's missing a roll. Because 2 rolls went into defense. Alright, this is like placeholder gear for now. It's not looking that great. Alright, I'm looking pretty low on gold again, but I think I can enhance this sword. Yeah, let's use a charm at the beginning. Ooh. Not speed, which is pretty bad. Flat stats aren't great, and pretty low effect resistance. Alright, let's try and get you. Hopefully you roll speed. Nope, crit damage. Damn. Alright, what about you? Can you roll speed? Alright, 4 speed, looking pretty good. Maybe this will roll speed again. Alright. So this potentially, okay, so it's at 12, plus 12, it's going to get another roll, plus 15. If this rolls 4, it could potentially be a 20 speed piece. I just don't have the gold for that. Let's just bring it up as much as I can. Maybe go, I don't know. Ooh, okay, attack percent is not bad. So maybe this could even be usable if it like high rolls. I need gold though, which kind of sucks. I already used all my penguins, so I'm just gonna get a bunch of gold just by making a bunch of penguins, because I have a 74,000 sigma. Might as well use it to getting free gold. Alright, so now that I have a lot more gold, we can keep crafting. So let's just keep on going. Swords, and just go until I reach my max inventory. Alright, there's our max. So let's try and get this one up. Hoping for speed here. Alright, pretty good. I'm back from buying some charms from Hoochie and the Goblin Trader. Level 3 speed. So let's bring it up a bit more. Hopefully rolls speed again. 2 speed isn't the greatest, but since it is speed set, yeah, we can follow this. See how these rolls are like really low? Yeah, this is not something worth keeping. Okay. Okay. This has potential. So it's already looking like a 19 speed piece. Alright, this is where I pray for speed. Come on. Ooh, crit chance. Alright, still 19 speed on a speed set. Actually, I gotta check that. Alright, yeah. 19 speed, still pretty good. Kind of wish they rolled speed on that last roll, then I could get above a 20 piece. But 19 speed is still pretty good. So these two I'll probably reforge. Yeah, I'm gonna reforge it now. Because 19 speed, and since I rolled the crit chance, it can still be used on other units. Crit chance is kind of low though. Well, now that I've run out of gold, let me just summarize some of the tips. Basically, when crafting, focus on like really sets that you're kind of in need of. For example, like today, I was crafting wyvern swords because I don't really have a lot. And then only really stick to left side gear. So with wyvern, it's 210,000 gold and 420 wyvern mats. However, if you go to like necklaces or rings, it's 273 and 550 mats for a 10x. So this is why it's more efficient to do left side, because it just costs less gold. Also for right side pieces, there's 5 stats that you're searching for, because it's the 4 substats and then the main stat. However, like left side, because the main stat is already flat, you're only focusing on 4 substats. Swords and chests are even easier to be picky about because they don't get a whole entire stat. Swords don't have defense, and then chests don't have attack percent. In the beginning, roll purple gear, but only enhance ones that have the stats you want. Don't really care about the rolls until much later on. Once you start farming wyvern 13 and you start progressing through the game, you gotta make sure you count those rolls, especially with purple pieces. If it like little rolls twice, it could actually become a blue piece, which is even worse. Once you start focusing on RTA, that's probably the point when you should stop really enhancing purple pieces, unless it's like a speed dream. And then anything with 3 speed, roll it pretty much. Unless it's speed set, if it's got 2 speed, and then epic 2 or above. Like, always respect the speed, because so like right now, like my fastest neck is this right now at 23. It's flat defense neck on crit set. Since it's just a speed dream, this is like one of the main reasons why I have a decently fast Conqueror Lilius, because of this neck. Always respect those speed dreams, because they could always turn out pretty good. Yeah, that's kind of my guide for crafting. Focus on left side, focus on wyvern primarily. Like I've been lacking in wyvern. I don't have a lot of speed swords. Focus on swords and chests first until you get like some pretty good ones, and then you can go into helmets, because good helmets are much harder to come by than good swords and good chests. Always roll 3 speed. For purples, bring it to like +3. If it doesn't roll speed, just move on to the next one. But if it does roll speed, like any amount, just keep going until it doesn't roll speed, and then just stop. Epic, if it doesn't roll speed at +3, go to +6 and hope it rolls speed. And if it doesn't roll speed, like 2 rolls in a row, just skip it. Starting out, focus on synergizing stats. Here, this sword, see crit chance, attack, crit damage, speed, all synergizing the stats, because this is a DPS sword. Or you could go with something like this E-res sword. It's a HP, E-res, speed, flat HP. Really just focus on those synergizing stats, and then be mindful of the set too. So like crit set, you're really only gonna want like DPS, substats, speed. Really can be anything, I guess. Then hit sets, you want effectiveness, you're gonna want on it, because normally you're gonna use it with debuffers. So yeah, just be mindful of the substats and like which set the piece is on. But this is really only like farther along, and then just learn how to count rolls. That's my guide to crafting gear. Comment down any questions you have, and I will try to answer them to the best of my ability. And hopefully this helps you craft better gear. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video, or if it helps you in any way, and I will see you in the next video. See ya.